Timothy Ferriter is accused of false imprisonment and aggravated child abuse after authorities discovered the parents kept their adopted son in an 8x8-foot structure at his Jupiter home garage. Welcome to another true crime episode here on Something in the Shadows. Today we are covering the active boy in a box case. If you find this interesting, please leave us a like on the video and subscribe. Timothy Ferriter was indicted along with his wife, Tracy Ferriter, in March of 2022 on charges of aggravated child abuse and false imprisonment. Though the couple was initially charged together, their cases were severed at Timothy's request, citing comments his wife made to the police when he was not present. Police in Jupiter, Florida began investigating the couple after their son was reported missing on January 28th of 2022. At the time, Tracy told police that the child who was missing had run away from home on several occasions before, and told officers that her adopted son had several behavioral disorders. Before the child's disappearance, officers were contacted by a contractor, identified in court documents as Jack, who wanted to report that the couple had asked him to build an office in their garage. While he complied with their request, he noted that what they asked for was odd. The room was built as an 8-foot by 8-foot space in the garage with its own ceiling and door. Jack further advised the door had a deadbolt lock and a knob only on the outside, no knob inside. So if someone were inside the office, they would not be able to exit unless someone opened the door for them on the outside. Jack stated he was also instructed to build the space with electricity and install a window air conditioning unit as well as a camera in the ceiling. On January 30th of 2022, the child was still missing when police returned to the house to follow up. When police were given access to the house to look around, they noted toys in what was described as the child's bedroom had toys that were too young for their age. When asked about the child in question, Tracy allegedly told police there was a structure the child had built in the garage. The officer described the room as having a small box spring and mattress with a sheet and pillow, a desk with a folding chair, and a camera. It should be noted the room was a plain white structure with no paint or color on the walls and appeared to be bare drywall. The floor was a bare garage floor with part of an indoor-outdoor rug covering it. On January 31st of 2022, the child school resource officer called Jupiter police officers after seeing the child on a security camera. When police spoke to the child, he described the room as an 8x8 and said his father gets aggressive and once slammed him against the wall by his neck and struck him in the face with an open hand. When officers asked further about the room in the garage, the child said he was locked in the room for up to 16 to 18 hours and that he was given a bucket to use as a bathroom, which he then had to dump in the backyard and clean. Officers said the child said he ate alone in his room and was often given leftovers after the rest of the family had eaten. When asked why he left, the child said, "Because I feel like no one loves me." Officers said the child's story was corroborated by thousands of videos found after serving a search warrant for the Ring device. In a motion filed on March 17th of 2022, Ferriter accused police of illegally accessing data from his Google account via his underage children. Among the evidence expected to be introduced at trial is evidence of Ferriter's prior behavior in Arizona before the family moved to Florida. Prosecutors said that in the 2 to 3 years before the family moved, the child was moved out of the main house into a small, windowless room containing a bed separate from the rest of the family. Prosecutors offered Timothy a plea agreement that would have sent him to jail for 24 months, but he rejected it in the days leading up to the trial. If convicted, he faces up to 30 years in prison. The latest trial update is that the state intends to call Dr. Wade Myers, a professor of psychiatry and human behavior at Brown University, to the stand in the upcoming days. If you found this case interesting and want to see us cover it more in depth as the trial progresses, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel.